I'm Nick, and chances are you probably already know that. But now you know my full name, Nicholas Oizon, which actually isn't my last name, it's my middle name. But I decided a long time ago, if I was ever gonna do something that people would know me for, I wanted to use my Filipino name. No offense to my white family who I'm actually here with right now, but just trying to put the Philippines on the map a little bit more. So I'm here with my dad's family at the Mackenzie River Inn, and that's the river that you hear right behind you. We're here for a family reunion, but let me just start from the beginning to get you up to speed. The beginning was 2 days ago at about 3:30 a.m. It's 3:20 in the morning, and I'm currently being charged with the task of being awake after sleeping an hour and 45 minutes.
Hi.
How long did you sleep?
I don't know.
It sounds like longer than me.
30 minutes.
Yes.
What's the sleeping situation?
No.
Should I bring this?
Yeah.
Or will I have a couch? We piled into the cars, my sisters Amanda, Jazz, and I in one, my parents and my brother Chance in another, and set off on the 1,000-mile drive to get up here.
That's good.
We made a quick stop in Tracy, California to pick up my sister Jazz's boyfriend Jeremy, and then continued on.
Got close shaved eyes.
Couldn't tell.
I'm not cold though.
No?
No. It was this big. It was really big.
You look cold.
I do?
Yeah. The first day's drive was about 14 hours, and lucky for me, I got to spend a good portion of it sleeping in the passenger seat. And the few hours that I was awake weren't so bad because we found some pretty interesting ways to pass the time. All right, carpool karaoke.
So is this the 5 now?
This is how you get views on YouTube.
Continue on I-5 North for 6.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Are you serious?
What?
Oh, what do you want? She said we need to turn around. Dad wants to go to the Ghirardelli chocolate outlet.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Then you interrupted carpool karaoke right now, Mom.
Here, put her on
you-
speaker. She can sing along. Are you gonna sing with us?
What is it? I don't think I know that song.
What?
Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, homebound. You got what I need, but you say he's just a friend. You dancing real close, swaying real slow. You making it hard for me.
We stopped for the night, as we always do, in a small town in southern Oregon called Ashland. And after a night of rest in one of the more interesting hotels that I've ever stayed in, we continued on. Seems nice, right? High above the head level. Step into the tub.
I'm like, okay, well, it's obvious.
Yeah, this place, that wasn't me. That was the place already in back.
This hotel room kind of looks like
A murder scene.
police have probably responded to a few domestic violence calls here. So that brings us here, 45 minutes east of Eugene at the Mackenzie River Inn. And now that we're all caught up to the present, let's talk a little bit about the future. I know I've been talking about the idea of starting a second channel for quite a while, and it's something I've been putting off for one main reason. To be a daily vlogger, to make a video about your life and share that with the world every day, it takes a certain amount of ego. Because you honestly do have to believe in some sense, in some capacity, that what's going on in your life is important enough for you to share, that it's important enough that people are going to want to watch that. And for me, I don't really have that kind of ego. In fact, letting go of my ego entirely is one of the biggest aspirations in my life. So it's a little counterintuitive to what I'm doing here on YouTube. The thing is, when I have something like Pokemon Go that I can focus on, when the channel or the video is built around this specific topic that I'm interested in and that I know the audience is also interested in, it makes it a lot easier for me because in that sense, I'm sharing knowledge, I'm sharing an experience that I know we all enjoy. But when it comes to my life and times like this where I don't have cell service, there's no Pokestops here, I literally couldn't make a video about Pokemon Go if I tried. That's when it gets a little bit more difficult for me. With that said, I do want to branch out. I do want to expand because I love playing Pokemon Go, but believe it or not, I do have other interests in life that I'd like to share with you, the audience. And you, the audience, are the most important thing that's come out of this entire experience for me. Over the course of building my main channel, Trainer Tips, throughout the last year, I've had so many opportunities open up to me, and over the last month or so, I've started reaching out to brands and organizations and people that I want to work with in my life. And all of that is really possible because of you, my audience. So having an audience is kind of synonymous with being famous, which is a label that I sort of struggle with. It's a weird thing for me when friends and family come up to me and say, hey, you're famous now. It's not something that I ever really wanted for myself specifically. It's not something I ever chased. That wasn't the aspiration when starting the Trainer Tips channel. I didn't want to be famous. I didn't want to be known or recognized. I'm generally a very quiet, introverted person who likes to keep to myself. But then I came across something that sort of changed my opinion and the way that I feel about that. A few months ago, I came across a Derek Sivers interview on the Tim Ferriss podcast where he talked about directives. And Derek Sivers, if you're not familiar, is a musician, an entrepreneur, and a prolific reader. And these directives are the result of him compressing his notes on over 200 different books into just the important lessons, the directives. Because when you think about it, the majority of any nonfiction, self-improvement type book is the argument, the explanation. The book could just easily say, do this, but for many people you need the why, the understanding of why you should be doing that. So it's essentially just these lessons compressed down into exactly what you should do without any of the fluff, the explanation, the arguments, the observations. And the one that really stuck out to me that sort of changed the way I feel about this is how to be useful to others. So I'm just going to read this to you. This is straight from Derek Sivers' website, sivers.org. I'll link to this in the description if you're curious. I think it's fascinating, these directives. How to be useful to others. 1. Get famous. Do everything in public and for the public. The more people you reach, the more useful you are. The opposite is hiding, which is of no use to anyone. 2. Get rich. Money is neutral proof that you're adding value to people's lives, so by getting rich, you're being useful as a side effect. Once rich, spend the money in ways that are even more useful to others. Then getting rich is double useful. 3. Share strong opinions. Strong opinions are very useful to others. Those who are undecided or ambivalent can just adopt your stance, but those who disagree can solidify their stance by arguing against yours. Even if you invent an opinion for the sole sake of argument, boldly sharing a strong opinion is very useful to others. 4. Be expensive. People given a placebo pill were twice as likely to have their pain disappear when told the pill was expensive. People who paid more for tickets were more likely to attend the performance. People who spend more for a product or service value it more and get more use out of it. So that's it. That's how to be useful to others based on 220 books worth of notes and knowledge. And that really did change the way that I look at all this, because I still don't want to be famous specifically, but I do have an idea for the world, and that's something that I'd like to share. I would like to see the world change for the better. And by Derek Sivers' directives, the first step to that is get famous. So as far as how that's related to what I'm doing with this channel, this is a place for me to experiment, to share ideas and things that I'm interested in beyond just Pokemon Go. A place for me to grow bigger than Pokemon Go. So this channel, I guess, is my experiment in being useful to others, and it's not necessarily a daily vlog channel. Obviously, it's going to be focused on me and my personal experience, but I want to try to share something with every upload that I feel is useful, helpful, interesting, impactful in some way in someone's life out there. Good morning, dogs. So that's the plan. That's the plan. And I'm going to try my best to stick to it, because like I said, I struggle with the ego. So I really do need to find something every day that I feel is worth sharing. Something that I feel, if I post it, is worth your 5 to 10 minutes of watching it. Because the last thing I want to do is waste anyone's time. I'm trying to be useful here. So with that said, I hope you're excited. I hope you'll subscribe. Hi, Izzy. Or Piper, I'm not sure. They look the same. But, yeah. I hope you're excited for it. I hope you'll hang out, and maybe we can do some big things together. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon enough. Probably tomorrow, honestly.